Salve to all Astorians, Humis, and internationals alike, and thank you for tuning in to our second broadcast of Blueberry.
And Pinkho! Welcome back, everybody.
My name is Akritious Invictus, Senator and Imperator Regent.
Yes, and I'm Akihiro Tsumikami, and boy, Akri, this week has been filled to the brim with news and events. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, what do we got?
Yep, it's been a jam-packed last few days, and there's a lot to cover. We've had the purchase of a brand new province, the fall of Respublica, seemingly, trouble in the Common Council with all these bills coming in, pouring to the Senate. The Build Guild just got extra job added to its plate out of nowhere. Definitely not any dangerous developments of the Humi flu. And some heroic antics in Haikado. Yeah.
You good there? You good there, buddy?
Yeah, no, it's nothing. I'm in peak health condition.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. Well, don't forget, ladies and historians, we've got other segments lined up as we always do with the shout out of the week, reading the top hoots and the thing I've been excited for the most today, the results of last week's poll.
Oh, they've all been waiting for that. I've been asked about 17 times about those results, and I've
Me too. I have
stonewalled them.
rammed it in my DMs every day. What's the results? What's the results? You'll see, and you'll see today. Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
You'll see at the recording. You see. You gotta stay tuned. You have to stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys.
Alrighty. So getting into the thick of this. So, this week, an extraordinary series of events has led to the Imperium expanding greatly, as the government has purchased a neighboring claim to the also recently bought province of Valorous. The yeah, exactly. The driving force behind these purchases has been Cormanus, Principe of Valorous, whom has actively pursued further and further expansion and is out there just negotiating treaty after treaty, finding potential claims for the nation to buy at better prices, better positions, potentially trading other claims or services. He's just been at it. He's just really been at it on the grind and
Big up,
trying to get those
Corman. Big
claims.
up.
Yeah, yeah, big up Corman, guys, because he really is the guy behind these things.
He's on that
So
shit. He's on it.
yeah,
Well, initially the claim was tenaciously pursued by a certain Spen, who was determined to outbid the Astorian government. He claimed to be motivated by aggravating a nearby nation who would be well, I quote here, was gonna be very mad if they see me, bracket Spen, having it. For that reason, a compromise was reached where Spen was to keep the claim as a vassal. This compromise quickly fell through as he soon withdrew his efforts to inconvenience his proclaimed political enemies and ceded the claim to the Imperium for a 300k discount. That's
let's
what we like
go.
of the original 1.8 million pricing.
So we go for 1.5 basically. For those of you at home who can't do math.
I know
so
there's a lot of historians who can't do math. We gotta kickstart the school system. I'm not gonna lie.
So this actually comes with two deals. He contacted Thalvion to also get a previously owned claim of Morbland, which used to be in the Imperium. Of course, that is an artificial claim. So me personally, I'm not as excited for it, but it
No,
is
me
owned
neither.
under our very own Johnny Boy Invictus, father of
Johnny
Astoria.
boy.
Johnny Boy. But as for the new, bigger claim that is to the east of Valorous, that one is owned by High Prophet Ishmael Zor, who lately has been more determined to kind of get back into being a senator and develop up a claim. I've actually talked to him quite extensively about that, and quite a few things about Bellatism coming up that may be in the next
Mm,
issues of the newspaper. Um,
mm,
but
exciting.
yeah, indeed. But that's it for this segment, as far as I'm aware. We'll definitely watch it closely to see any further developments.
Yeah, for sure. But we've got some solemn news up next, folks. It's the fall of Res Publica. Who could have seen it coming? The Res Publica Party has been the face of Asturian reformists since the re-establishment of the Common Council. Since the creation of the party on the 18th of April, it has influenced the behavior of many citizens and towns alike.
Well, after the last elections, the party, for the first time since its creation, was elected for no seats at all in the Common Council, being swept by the Factio Imperialis Astorium, the Judicarium Populi, and an independent candidate. Their two candidates, Osko Arnigbar and Nubi Bond, accumulated 38 points against 51 for the FIA, 31 for the Judicarium Populi, and 26 for the independent candidate. Though I will add that some very late developments have shown that Giacomo Dunata Arnigbar, he's been elevated to temporary senator of Dionica
That's true.
in the face of Penguin being Imperator Regent. Therefore, we will get a brand new election for that one blank spot, and we could see potentially a small comeback in the works. Though I'm not too
Yeah.
sure about it.
Well, yeah, a few months ago, Respublica had a hegemony over low level politics to the point where many mandates had a reformist majority, forcing the creation of the FIA Conservatives. However, over time, the party grew infamous amongst the nation's higher ups as people were rallying and supporting more of these reformist ideas over traditionalist ideas, generating a fear of revolution amongst Astoria's political leadership. And so, this sense of distrust between the leaders and the party can be pointed as one of the reasons as to why the party came to its end. After a huge leak in some sensitive documents and recordings from the party, the NISF kidnapped their leaders, Josephat Arnikbar and Theus Dux, and kept them under the Senate building in New Helos for 2 weeks before releasing them.
Yeah, so in my capacity as Imperator Regent, I did have access to this information at the time. Luckily, politically speaking, nothing came of it. There was no civil conflict there, which was a great factor that both sides feared at the time. However, there were some issues that arose with Josephat's personal life, and we will get to those now. So, while captive, the government showed recordings of the meetings with sensitive contents regarding the future of the party and their true objectives. After those 2 weeks, they were released. However, it did come with consequences. Josephat Arnikbar got diagnosed with PTSD after the kidnapping, in which he started to take LSD and brown fentanyl to deal with.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing. Tragic.
Man, you're horrible. I hope you know that. The people of Astoria, see, these are the heartless shishis that neighbor us. Like,
Hey, 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 you don't be
eh,
using that term freely
my
around.
bad, gang, my bad, my bad. We're on air. We're
I'm
on
just,
air.
yeah, I'm just imagining Joseph at Fent pose. Fent,
No,
what's it called? Is it
no.
Fent pose?
Please, let's move on. Let's move on. According to Theus Dux, Josaphat started writing much more after his capture. He wrote the other 51, including an economist book and the rest plan. Which is currently eating dust in the Prichiva corpus. However, over time, his addiction got the best of him. I
So
can't read this
sad.
next part, man. I can't. Just go ahead.
Okay, it's okay. I can take it over. Yeah, well, on the 21st of June, he was found dead by his neighbor at his apartment in Dionica. The cause of death was overdose. One of the greatest minds of the nation was dead. After that, the party was never the same. In the same period of his death, Cormanus became senator of Valaris, a claim bought entirely by the party, leaving most of the work for Theus. We have a quote here by Theus saying, "At the time, the party was a bit of a burden for me. I was trying to focus much more on Dionica." His statement really highlighted the nail in the coffin, and so he was left to train two unexperienced politicians who only had support due to their endorsement.
Ah, these are some harsh words for the newcomers, I have to say, but it is
Yeah.
written by the man's grandson, so trustworthy source, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
Bit
I
of generational glaze.
indeed, indeed. Well, I do kind of want to move on from this because it is a grim matter, and I just don't want
Yeah.
to. I don't want to linger too much.
Yeah.
So let's get into more of the recent news. So, Trouble in the Small Council is the title of the next segment. So, in the Common Council this week, an unprecedented amount of bills has been presented. It's been a total of 7 bills, I believe, or even 8. I hear
Crazy.
there's an eighth one coming in, which is like the Common
Oh
Council
no.
has only like ever submitted 1 or 2 bills in its history. So now to see like 8 bills come out in 2 days. It's kind of insane. Like as a senator, it's kind of insane to see all of that. Uh,
Yeah, a lot of reading for me and you, a lot of
yeah,
voting.
it is. It has been a lot of reading, but there's also been a lot of rejection. So let's get into that.
Well,
Um,
I voted no because
so unfortunately, the common councillors behind those bills were quite new to the common council. They were quite excited to be in the common council, and that is why they wrote so many. But a lot of those bills that were written that fast were kind of under researched and under prepared, and so when it came to scrutiny from the Senate, and from the imperators, it was really difficult for them to pass. There were many errors that were just legal errors or constitutional
yeah, that's
errors within
true.
them. And just overall things that senators weren't willing to accept, things that were already redundant because they were already in some form of establishment that just didn't work quite well. So the thing is, I'm gonna say my opinion. You can say yours. My
Yeah,
opinion is I really like how energetic these new common councillors are. I love seeing bills
yeah,
coming out of them. It's just I'd really love to see them being better written and better researched. And I really think these senators, namely Keros Dunatabont and Titus Dux, which were the
yeah.
ones that proposed most of the bills this week, um, they go on to become great legislators. I really have high hopes for them.
No, yeah, I agree. I definitely think that this is a one of the better common councils, if I do say so myself. A lot, yeah, like you said, a lot more energy, a lot more input. I would rather a common council which has this sort of determination and towards the nation rather than one that just doesn't propose bills at all. But I think obviously it comes with experience, it comes with time. I think it's a good start, and things can always be discussed and worked on, and these are, I think, good benchmarks for us to build on and for the betterment of our nation.
Yeah, yeah. So 3 out of 4 of Titus's bills have been rejected. One of them has passed and will be getting implemented soon. The other three are still in proceeding in the Common Council. Actually, they have passed in proceeding in the Senate. So we'll just watch and see what happens. I suppose maybe it's not
Yeah.
as grim for those few bills that are still left.
Yeah.
Anyways, so tell us about the Build Guild stuff.
Yes,
Uh,
of course. Yeah, a new week, a new build guild, and a new work pile for our builders. So, the developing claim in Tiberia by the name of Lokael has been recently sold to the Crusadon Kaiserreich. This claim is in need of development, and for that task, our very own build guild has been employed for the task. The sum promised for the labor is that of 700k, with a possible raise to 900,000 if the job is to be completed within the following 2 weeks. So get on that, folks. This comes as a surprise to the recently transitioned guild, but a pleasant one nonetheless. Reportedly, in the days post-transition, the guild's coffer stood at an approximate 20k,
it was
almost unable
bad.
to.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, it was. Let's just say it was almost unable to give substantial payouts to senators and head builders. Well, foreign contracts is the established way for the guild to earn its keep, since the system was established by Theus Dux and Yaz and operated most profitably by Cormanus of Valeris.
Shout
The
out.
system also, yeah, shout out, big one. The system also offers payouts to hardworking citizens wishing to contribute in those contracts by paying them a fraction of the total sum as a wage. So if you're looking for something to do this week for a nifty payout and to aid your own country, look no further than the Build Guild. Get in contact, folks.
Yeah, yeah, folks. The your build guild is asking for you, your construmizer, looking for your help. So really do get out there. Your help is needed quite a lot. So
Astoria needs you.
Astoria needs you. Okay, you specifically, dear listener. You. I know you're hearing this, Ramjet. Get out of there and fucking build. I know, Douglas. I know
This,
you're there. I know you're there.
he got injured. That's why we have Theus Dux. He's
Yeah,
out.
true.
He's out for the
Oh,
count, bro.
small shout out to our beloved Imperator, Dracus Imperatio to Martialis, for getting injured in a recent accident
Yeah.
whilst in the military trainings. He's currently recovering. I heard he may be ill as well, but I don't think that has anything to do with
Yeah,
anything.
I
So
mean, I went to visit him the other day. Let's just say it's not looking good for him, man. But
sorry.
I think you got something too, or
Sorry.
it's
No,
nothing. It's
I'm good. I'm good.
yeah, he's good.
Um,
He's good. But yeah, Ramjet should be back on
okay.
his feet
Okay.
soon.
Okay. Why don't we hit the comments and question sections next? Go ahead.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Um, so comments wise, there were no comments. In fact, we had three, but they were all by people who work on the show, so that's great.
God damn it. All right. Yeah, my personal favorite from you saying like, "Wow, who are these incredible handsome hosts?" Like heart eyes emoji. Like was
Yeah, I
definitely
think he got that.
right.
No, I think he got that mixed up. I recall that comment being posted by some Pinkho fan shit.
Huh. I mean, if you're gonna call yourself that. Anyways, say whatever you want, man.
Hey,
Like, whatever. So, anyways,
of
I,
course.
I I know you've been excited for this. I believe it's time for the. I believe it's time for the result of last week's poll and the new one for this broadcast, which is a great question I pulled out of my arse 5 minutes before we
Yeah.
started.
This week's one comes from Akri, but oh yes,
It's
I've been more ecstatic for this moment than any election I've won. Literally at the edge of my seat. So last week's poll had a huge turnout of 28 responses. We very much appreciate your participation. I think we've had more responses on this poll than any common council election. So has ever had voters. So just goes to show the current status of our nation. So good job, guys.
oh my
Anyways,
god.
the moment you've all been waiting for. Last week, I asked you if you had a body pillow of one of the imperators, which one would it be? And the results are in. In last place, unfortunately, even though I have a soft spot for him in my heart, with 14.3% of the vote, is Mr. Jack.
Oh
Sad to
wow.
see. Oh well. Now
Yeah.
in second place, I'm sorry, no one could have come close to first place. So second place with 28.6% of the vote is our favorite breakfast food, pancake.
no.
Here goes, as you've all worked out in first place with a whopping
oh my
57.1% of the
god.
nation wanting a body pillow of him to cut a hole into. Is none other than our favorite.
Hail
Is none
Drakaru,
other
don't say that.
than our
It's
favorite femboy imperator, Ramjet. Woo!
Woo!
Ramjet. I'm
Oh,
sure
give it up.
he's almost finished tying a noose at home right as I'm announcing this live on air. Congratulations, Ramjet. I cannot be prouder.
oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna let you guys make whatever conclusions you want out of that. I have no comments. I have a lot of comments, but I'm not gonna make them because I don't wanna.
None to share.
Yeah, none to share with you. It's time for this week's poll. This week's poll is gonna be quite controversial because I thought it was
Mm.
gonna be a feisty shit this time. So this week's poll: which senator is most likely to be the next Tyler?
Oh.
The link for this is in the description. We need to know which senator is the most likely to rebel against the nation and dedicate their existence to becoming a nuisance of it for any minor inconvenience. This is based on your opinion, clearly. You don't need to provide any justification. Actually, it would be kind of nice if we had a little paragraph section for them to provide a justification.
Yeah,
It would be
should I add it in the poll?
yeah, it would
Little
be funny
paragraph
for us
option.
to read if you can add that.
Yeah. And
So
we'll read out the best reasons.
yeah. So leave that behind. Leave that now. Now it's the good part. Okay, it's time for this show sponsor segment, Hooter. As you know, each broadcast will be reading out the last week's top and most interesting hoots. Why don't you start us off, big mans?
Okay, our first who comes from my fellow co-host here, actually, Akritious Invictus. And Akri, would you care to explain this following one? So,
Uh,
at Real Historian Patriot, your tag here,
yeah.
been reading the Traveling Historian lately. Bunch of bullshit. What?
Uh, I think my account must have gotten hacked, like my Hooter account. just putting it in a sketchy place, just probably got hacked. It's an alt account. You see, it doesn't have a check mark in it. Definitely, I have a check marked account. Like you don't have a Hooter
Uh,
check mark account. I don't know. So
I've got a Hooter check mark account. All right.
right, right. This is
Okay.
clearly a bunch of bullshit.
Okay.
Um,
All right. I'll take your word for it.
sorry.
Oh, please. No flu. No flu. There's no flu.
So this week's top hood comes from the legendary homie Iceboat Racer, or racist, how we like to call him.
No, racer. Let's keep it like that.
Racer, okay.
Huh?
Kenta Fujiwara. Now, Kenta Fujiwara says, at Kenta drives boats, right?
Very simple.
I knew that disease would become a problem eventually. This does not seem too good. Hashtag Harigawa virus, hashtag health emergency. Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, I'm not even going to address that. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, move
There's nothing. It's not spread to Epitocria. I'll
on.
tell you that for
What?
free.
There's nothing in Vidakri. What are we talking about?
Nothing. The next. Okay. Well, the next
Fucking.
who comes from. Would you look at that? It's Akri again.
Oh no.
Someone's been
Double
busy born on
feature.
Hooter this week. Now I
It's the
must say,
hacks. It's the hacked account, I swear.
is this one hacked too? Because I must say these are some quite wise and
Uh,
inspirational words. So you might want to own this, but
uh,
I'll let you take it away.
at Real Historian Patriot, Akritious Invictus says, my boss makes $1 and I make a dime, so I jack off on company time.
Wow, you should get into poetry, man. Was that yours or
It's
the hacker?
I I don't know. Maybe I was just.
Yeah,
I'm not
had
gonna
to.
comment. I
Yeah.
I invoke the fourth. Or the
Oh,
fifth.
yes.
I'm not familiar with the American Constitution, only the Astorian. Impera Astoria.
Embarrassed story.
Go.
Well,
Get the next one. I'm not gonna entertain this.
let's move. Our final hoot for today comes from Raging Racist, the father of Astoria. At the real Minister Mood says, the Pinkhos are eating the dogs and cats in Astoria. Look at the facts, liberals. Look at the facts. And he seems to have attached an AI generated quote by me saying, dogs yummy. So Mude's always spreading fake news. I'm surprised we haven't put him in a Vomitopolis nursing home yet.
Does he have the Pinkho pass? Does he have it? Is he allowed to say it?
But he does not have the Pinko paws. I don't know what he's.
He does not
Wait,
have
you
the
don't have it.
pass.
Well, actually, you
Oh,
do. You're a resident,
I
but
must,
I'll let
bro.
it
I'm
slide.
a
Yeah.
resident. Like, what am I doing? I'm like,
Yeah, well, we'll let you slide, but I can tell you for sure that Mude does not have this. He's geeking out, bro. He's the
yeah,
raging
no.
racist for a
There's no
reason.
excuse. There is there's no
Ah,
excuse. So these are the hoots of the week. We always love seeing your hoots fly by.
we love
For this last segments, we're gonna get right into actually the rumor of the week, which is regarding Hooter. There is a rumor going about that our favorite Dracopolis senator and interior guildmaster is working on some website to place the Hooter postings, where people from all nations and all discords are gonna be able to go and post their Hooters. It is actually going to be its own website instead of a Discord
Yeah,
channel.
and you know what? I think it's been confirmed. I think CEO of Hooter, President Donald J. Trump, actually, I can't believe I'm saying that, actually confirmed it today. I think so. This is an exciting thing to see.
Oh well, this is some exclusive latest news you bring, so I just
Yeah,
love to see it. Just love to see it.
that's why you gotta tune in, guys. You get exclusive news you've never seen before. Well, it's time for the shout out of the week, ladies and gentlemen. So this shout out of the week comes from, well, nothing comes from. The shout out of
Yeah.
the week is for Alex the Annihilator, in game named the Funny Seal. And this is a personal story for me. And this is why, in fact, I've personally nominated him for the shout out of the week. So, yesterday, I was summoned to settle down in a scene that broke out with a raider in full netherite armor in Haikato yesterday. And he was bothering civilians. He started hitting them and he actually killed a couple. And Alex here, even though outmatched completely, he had no boots, no pants on. He chased him down and he cornered him and waited for me to finish up the job in a 1v1 and he
Don't
was
say it
smoothly
like
dealt with.
that.
So
It sounds weird. When you say it like
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah, I mean, neither confirm nor deny the method I used to slay him, but that's just it's
Okay.
Alex's moment to shine. So the shadow of the week is for him for his bravery and honor. Like I said, despite being outmatched, and also he has a new potion shop. So in Haikato, so go ahead and support your local businesses, folks. So congratulations.
Excellent work. So, well, thank you all for uh, thank you all for tuning in to our second broadcast. In the next broadcast, we will be having guests. So, if you are a significant personality within Astoria or Haikato or the Humi Shogunate,
Umi
please,
Shogun,
yeah, please contact us. We could get you in one of these, interview you along with the news of the week, and also don't forget your comments and of course the poll of the week, which senator is most likely to be the next Tyler. And see you on the next one. See you next Sunday.
see you.
Bye.